Hi everyone, so today I want to share with you about a little personal project that I am wanting to start, and I'm hoping to share my journey on it with you with weekly updates like this. So any of you that have followed my blog over the last few months, but particularly from sort of January time, will have known that at the beginning of the year, rather than taking on a New Year's resolution, I started Project Sparkle. And the background of it is that, and I'll put the link below in the description in case you've never heard any mention of it before, but the idea was basically that last year was all about William, who, in case you've never seen me or heard of me before, is my little boy. He's 16 months old, and last year was all about keeping him alive, very basically. Becoming a parent, adjusting, learning to live on a lot less sleep, all the kind of good first year new parent, new mum stuff. And the year before that was quite a big year. We had a miscarriage. I went through that. We were trying to conceive. I was pregnant. We bought a house. We did major renovations. And so coming into this year, I felt like it was a year where I really needed to get myself back on track. I felt like I had lost some of my zing and my oomph. I don't know whether I use that word, my family use that word quite a lot, like your oomph, but I don't know whether other people do. But I felt like I had lost my sparkle. And so I sort of dedicated this year to getting that back and putting myself as a priority above, above the everyday that we all get sucked into. And I think particularly now that I have William, it's easy to put myself as a lower priority. So Project Sparkle, the idea was there were 52 weeks in a year, 52 small tasks, all with the aim of getting my sparkle back. And for the first 6 months of this year, it's worked really well, and it really helped me feel like I was getting back to being Amy. I went back to work, and that's really helped as well, although equally that I've gone back full time, and that brings its own stresses because I'm working full time and juggling a little one, and we're still trying to finish off the house. But Project Sparkle really helped keep my focus, at least some of the time, on trying to get myself back. But now I've hit a point where I'm like, okay, so in less than 18 months I turn 30, and where did I see myself being when I was younger at 30? What did I want to have achieved, accomplished? What was important to me? What's still important? What's not so important? All that kind of stuff. Like I suppose a bit of a pause and a bit of a let's step back and let's look at where I am now and where do I want to be when I hit 30. And to me it was all about, I wanted to have a house, I wanted to have a career, I wanted to be a parent. But one of the things that I always really had in my head was that by the time I was 30, I wanted to like myself. I wanted to know who I was as a person, and I wanted to like that being, and I wanted to be friends with myself, but I also wanted to like myself physically. I've always struggled with my weight. I have something called polycystic ovarian syndrome, which I'll talk about more another time. There is a lot of information out there if you Google it, but very basically it means that my hormones are just completely out of whack. They're not in the same, I don't have the same levels as I should, and it can cause things such as excess body hair, acne, weight gain. Very simply, think of it like PMT, but all the time. I mean, it can cause mood swings, depression. It's really not nice, and it can mean that you're much more likely to develop diabetes, ovarian cancer, things like that. So it's really not a nice syndrome to have, and as a result, losing weight gaining weight is really easy, but losing weight and maintaining weight loss is really tricky. And I've just always battled with it. And when I look at the world from within myself, I do like the person I am. I have my flaws. I'm very well aware of my flaws. I'm a very self-aware person. As critical as I can be of other people, which I know is a flaw in itself, I'm much more critical of myself. But so I'm okay with that, but I'm not okay with my physical. And the person that looks back at me in the mirror isn't the person that I see when I look out, and I want those two to meet up. And I'm never going to be skinny, but I want to be healthy, I want to be strong, and I want to feel good. And I don't feel good the size that I am now. And so in a minute I am going to out myself, I'm going to out my weight, I'm going to out my dress size, and then every week I am going to share my updated weight and dress size with you, and I'm going to tell you how I'm getting on, because I want to start something called 3030. So I'm going to do a hashtag so you can keep a track of my progress on Instagram and Twitter. I use them a lot. And basically between now and my 30th birthday, which is roughly 72 weeks time, I want to lose at least 60 pounds. So that is roughly 4 stone, and that will help bring me to a healthier BMI. So this is the beginning of my journey to lose 60 pounds in weight. I feel like I've just blurted that out in a really here's loads of background and then just this is what I'm doing, but I feel really nervous, so I'm sorry. So basically from here on, Project Sparkle is going to be taken over by I have 3 goals, and they're 3 goals that I want to achieve before my 30th birthday. The other 2 goals I'm going to talk more about on my blog or in further videos, but probably the most important of the 3 goals for me is 3030. I bought some scales this morning. Well, no, they got delivered this morning. I weighed myself, but I want to weigh myself first thing in the morning before I've eaten or drank anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you today's number, but I'm going to weigh myself tomorrow morning, and I will add that to the description. I'll tell you next week. No, I'll add it in the description. Can't make my mind up. So that will probably be a truer starting weight, although I can't imagine it's going to be very different. And then each week I will keep you updated. So this morning I weighed in, and I think I'm getting myself really muddled. So this morning I weighed in at 218 pounds and 3/4. So that is just, I think it's 15 stone 8, which is less than I've been. I've been up to about 16 stone. But a few weeks ago I joined the gym. Unfortunately life's got in the way and I haven't been as much as I wanted. But the general plan is that I'm working with a personal trainer called Ben. I'm going to put a link to his Facebook page in the description again so you can have a look. And I've joined a gym called Crunch, which is based near my home, and it is predominantly bodybuilders, which hello, like no guns, which clearly is not who I am at the moment, but I really admire their dedication and I really admire their results. And I didn't want to go to a gym where there's going to be like a load of skinny girls with magazines on the treadmill and hair and makeup all done and be like and although at first it was really scary walking into the gym full of bodybuilders, given that I'm like a size 18 to 20 and very obviously not fit or strong or lean or any of that stuff, they have been incredibly welcoming and really friendly and just lovely. And so I'm hoping that I can learn a lot from them over the next 18 months plus, because it's a lifelong journey. This is just the getting the weight off, which is probably the easy bit. Everyone always says that maintaining is harder, but I've never been in a position, so hopefully once I've lost my 60 pounds, then I can talk to you all about maintaining. So yeah, this is the beginning of me working toward losing 60 pounds, 30-30. I'm going to hit 30, 60 pounds lighter. So 60 pounds should take me down to just below 12 stone. And from there, I can't remember being 12 stone. I'm trying to remember the last time I was 12 stone. I lost a lot of weight before, and I think I might have been around 12 stone. So that would have been 7 or 8 years ago, and I felt really good, really good. But we'll see. I'm going to be going to the gym, so the aim is to go 3 times a week, Monday nights, Tuesday and Fridays. I'm going to use my lunch breaks because I work from home on those days, and that didn't make any sense. And then I'm going to be trying to follow a weight loss, an eating program that my trainer Ben is going to help me with. I've also been working with a lady called Laura. I worked with her from January through to June, and she has really set the foundation for this. I don't think that I would be ready to take on this challenge if it wasn't for the support and the guidance that she gave me over the last 6 months. So again, I will link to her below. You might prefer that kind of approach. It's very much sort of like healthy life coaching, I suppose. I'm going to stop there because I'm just blabbering. I'm going to put links to everybody that I'm working with below, and I look forward to speaking to you next week, and I really hope that I can tell you that I'm down. I would like to be I'd like to be under 215. We'll see. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry that this is blathered so long, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye.